Chapter 61, Even if I am the king of heaven, I can't kill it. Damn it, this gossip shifting array map, but it took me a lot to get it, and it was wasted like this. Gong Yuan urged the 8 diagrams to move the array, and instantly appeared a kilometer away to the northeast. Thinking of being so embarrassed by a small miscellaneous fur in the imperial state, Gong Yuan felt frustrated. Really careless, that kid, you can see through all the weaknesses of the formation at a glance. He may have some treasure that can be used to overcome the formation. I'm going to summon some men and horses and kill them back to Kangshan City. I must take the treasure from that kid's hand. Gong Yuan's eyes flashed, and he was about to leave in a big stride. However, he had just walked a few steps away, and a black shadow instantly passed in front of his eyes. Gong Yuan was inexplicably cold. Before he could react, a ghostly palm had already pinched his throat. At the same time, a cold voice that made him extremely familiar also rang in his ears instantly. If you want to return to Kangshan City, do you think you still have that opportunity? DIs cover new Tories at nve/labin.c/o. The cold voice made Gong Yuan's body instantly stiff. He looked at Zhang Chen beside him. His whole person was like he had seen a ghost. He had already used the teleportation array, and instantly spread a distance of kilometers. But this guy still caught up. This kid, where did the enchanting come from? At this moment, Gong Yuan finally panicked. He looked at Zhang Chen with horror on his face. Boy, you can't kill me. I am from the palace family. If you kill me, the palace family will definitely not let you go. What about you from the palace family? Dare to mess with me, even if you are the king of heaven, I will still kill you. A cold light flashed in Zhang Chen's eyes, and the claw that grabbed Gong Yuan's throat squeezed directly. Gong Yuan's neck suddenly made a creaking sound. Immediately, when Zhang Chen loosened his claws, Gong Yuan's body slowly fell towards the ground. Zhang Chen, did you really kill him? At this moment, Mang Qingxiu also rushed to catch up. She looked at Gong Yuan's corpse and couldn't help being surprised. Killed. Zhang Chen nodded. The imperial palace family of the Great Xia Kingdom is the first family of the Great Xia Kingdom, and it is also a family that stuns the world with its formation. The ancestor of their palace is a 6th-rank formation mage, and even the royal family of the Great Xia Kingdom is afraid of him. The people in the palace are extremely short-sighted. You must be careful. If you let them find out that you killed the people in the palace, it will be troublesome. Mang Qingxiu said with an extremely solemn face. How about the first family of the Great Xia Kingdom? It's just a 3rd-ranking array mage of the palace family. If you kill it, you will kill it. Even if the ancestors of the Gong family dare to trouble me, then I will let him not finish eating and go around. Zhang Chen snorted coldly, then looked at Mang Qingxiu lightly and said, let's go to the Thundercloud Mountain range. After speaking, Zhang Chen strode around and left. A day later, Zhang Chen and Mang Qingxiu came to Laishi City, the nearest to the Thundercloud Mountain range. The location of Thunderstone City is special, located at the junction of Lingyun Mansion and Kanglei Mansion. Because of this, Thunderstone City is not only magnificent, but also very prosperous. Its prosperous degree is hardly inferior to Lingyun City, the central city of Lingyun Wufu. Entering Thunderstone City, Mang Qingxiu took Zhang Chen directly to the west of the city. Chapter 62, Cyan Frost Adventure Group. Zhang Chen followed Mang Qingxiu and asked curiously, Qingxiu, where are we going? The Thundercloud Mountain range is vast and extremely dangerous. Generally, the Wufu disciples who come here to experience will choose to join the adventure group of Thunder Rock City. When I first came here, I joined the Qingshuang adventure group, and I had a good relationship with their leader, Ye Qingshuang. If they help us, we will save a lot of trouble when we enter the Thundercloud Mountains. As Mang Qingxiu said, she took Zhang Chen around a few streets and came to a quaint courtyard. Seeing the deserted look at the gate of the courtyard, Mang Qingxiu's eyebrows couldn't help tightening together. Strange, why doesn't even the Azure Frost adventure group have a guard? Zhang Chen raised his head and glanced at the courtyard, frowning slightly and said, there is noise inside, it should be an accident, go in and take a look. At the same time, the Qingshuang adventure group's discussion hall. Ye Qingshuang, the beauty leader of the Qingshuang adventure group, is leading some members of the adventure group and confronts a group of fierce-faced big men. In the front of this group of big men, a young man with extraordinary clothes was staring at Ye Qingshuang. Ye Qingshuang, since your Qingshuang adventure group is attached to our Black Tiger adventure group, you will make contributions to us every month. The source of this content n/o/v/l by n. This Thunderstone City is a very cruel place. Without the protection of our Black Tiger adventure group, you should be very clear about the fate of the Blue Frost adventure group. Master Lu, your Black Tiger adventure group doubled the supply this month. Isn't this going too far? Behind Ye Qingshuang, a girl in leather armor said with a wry expression. I'm talking to your head, what are you, dare to question me? The young man snorted coldly and glared at the girl like a knife. The girl's delicate body trembled, and her pretty face instantly turned pale. At this time, Ye Qingshuang finally moved, and she stood in front of the leather armor girl in a flash. Master Lu, you only increased your monthly supply of 20,000 gold coins to 50,000 last month. Why do you double this month? Our Azure Frost adventure group is weak, and we don't earn much gold coins every month. 100,000 gold coins, how can you let us get it? Ye Qingshuang suppressed the anger in his heart and frowned at the young man. Staring straight at Ye Qingshuang's striking, pretty face, the corners of the young man's mouth rose slightly. Ye Qingshuang, if you can't get the confession, it's not impossible. Let your Qingshuang adventure group merge into the Black Tiger adventure group. As long as you follow me, I promise not to treat you badly. The young man's words immediately made all the members of the Cyan Frost adventure group in the hall angry. Lu Xiao, the young leader of the Black Tiger adventure group, has always coveted their leader. It's just that they didn't expect that Lu Xiao would use such a method to force their leader to submit. Lu Xiao, don't deceive people too much. Ye Qingshuang's body trembled, she clenched her fists and said angrily to Lu Xiao. Hey, Ye Qingshuang, the weak and the strong are the rules of survival in this world. Surrender to me, this is your only choice. Otherwise, your Qingshuang adventure group will wait to be destroyed. Lu Xiao directly laughed unscrupulously. Hehe, it seems to be quite lively here. Chapter 63, the one with you, get out of here. The sudden sound made everyone in the courtyard stunned. They followed the voice, and soon saw a pair of boys and girls slowly walking into the courtyard. These two people are naturally Zhang Chen and Meng Qingxie who entered the Qingshuang adventure group. Seeing the two Zhang Chen who suddenly appeared, Lu Xiao's eyes sank. When he was about to sternly scold Zhang Chen, he found Meng Qingxie next to Zhang Chen. In an instant, Lu Xiao's eyes suddenly brightened, and an extremely fiery expression emerged. Nice. It's so beautiful. Get the latest CH pictures on n/felbin.com. The beauty in front of her is simply stunning on earth. Even Ye Qingshuang, the leader of the Qingshuang adventure group, would be inferior to this one by 3 points. Lu Xiao's face suddenly showed a smile like a spring breeze. He directly ignored Zhang Chen's existence, and smiled at Meng Qingxie. This beauty, I don't know why you are here. Meng Qingxie didn't bother to pay attention to Lu Xiao at all. She looked up at Ye Qingshuang not far away, smiled slightly, and said, Sister Qingshuang, it's been a long time. Ye Qingshuang looked at Meng Qingxie in astonishment. Sister Qingxie, why are you here? Meng Qingxie whispered, we are planning to go to the Thundercloud Mountain Range. We want to find someone familiar with the Thundercloud Mountain Range to lead the way, so we came to you. No problem, wait for me. After Ye Qingshuang finished speaking, she coldly said to Lu Xiao, give me 3 days. I promise to send a lot of money to the Black Tiger Adventure team for this month's payment. You can go now. Ye Qingshuang, you said that you would delay 3 days after 3 days. Who do you think you are? You only have 2 choices today. Either take out 100,000 gold coins now or join the Black Tiger Adventure group. There is no room for negotiation. Lu Xiao said with a sneer. He has been coveting Ye Qingshuang for a long time. He came here today without intending to let this woman go. Meng Qingxie frowned and was about to speak, but Zhang Chen's faint voice rang first. This friend of the Black Tiger Adventure group, we need leader Ye from the Qingshuang Adventure group to take us to the Thundercloud Mountain Range. I don't know if I can save my face. This will stop here in advance. Hehe, what are you, why should I give you face? When Lu Xiao heard Zhang Chen's words, he suddenly sneered with disdain, and did not take Zhang Chen's words to heart. He stared at Zhang Chen with stern eyes. Boy, if you don't want to die, it's best not to interfere with the affairs of our Black Tiger Adventure group. Since you don't give me face, then I don't have to give you face. Zhang Chen said faintly, the Qingshuang Adventure group will be covered by me from now on, and the one who takes you with you, get out of here immediately. The faint words directly caused the courtyard to fall into a short silence. Everyone looked at Zhang Chen in shock. Black Tiger Adventure Group, this is one of the most powerful adventure groups in Thunder Rock City. In this Thunderstone City, Zhang Chen is definitely the first to speak like this in front of Lu Xiao. Zhang Chen's arrogant words also made Lu Xiao stunned. After a while, he finally couldn't help laughing. Haha, boy, I think you have a brain disease, right? You can't even take care of a like you, so you dare to run out to support the Qingshuang Adventure Group. If you are more acquainted, you can cut off your arm, and then obediently leave the woman next to you to Lao Tzu to enjoy, and Lao Tzu may also spare you a dog's life. Chapter 64, Kneel down and apologize. Zhang Chen's eyes became extremely cold in an instant. Immediately kneel in front of her to apologize. You may still have a chance to survive. Humph, you dare to speak wild words in front of me when you die. Today I will let you know what will happen if you fight against me in Thunderstone City. The corner of Lu Xiao's mouth evoked a sneer. He waved his hand. Kill this kid for me. I want him to kneel at my feet to repent. Yes, little leader. Following Lu Xiao's order, except for the black-clothed old man standing beside Lu Xiao, the remaining 3 warriors all rushed towards Zhang Chen murderously. Boy, soon we will let you know how miserable it will be to offend our young leader. The 3 warriors of the Black Tiger Adventure Group stared at Zhang Chen murderously, and a fierce aura instantly radiated from them. 3 warriors with imperial energy in 4 levels. Ye Qingshuang's pretty face suddenly changed as he watched the momentum exploding from the 3 of them. She looked at Meng Qingxie with a worried look. Qingxie, your friend, he will be fine, right? Meng Qingxie smiled faintly. Don't worry, there are not many people below the innate realm who are his opponents. Ye Qingshuang's mind was shocked. She suddenly raised her head to look at Zhang Chen, who was still calm, and there was an incredible shock in her beautiful eyes. Few people below Xiantian are his opponents. Doesn't this mean that the young man in front of him who looks no more than 15 or 6 years old is at least a powerful man with the 9 layers of Yu Qi? When Ye Qingshuang's heart was extremely shocked, Zhang Chen stood with his hands behind him, quietly watching the 3 warriors rushing towards him. Discover NW chapters and N0E, L.com. Until these 3 people appeared within 3 feet of him, Zhang Chen finally moved. He saw his whole body change, and a cold voice swept out directly at the 3 of them, get out of here. The cold shout suddenly resembled Hongzhong, struck the hearts of the 3 warriors in front of him. In an instant, the bodies of the 3 warriors trembled suddenly. Immediately, their faces suddenly turned pale, and red blood continued to emerge from their facial features. Only a moment. The 3 of them became 3 men covered in blood, and then fell to the ground with a thud, no longer alive. Hiss. Seeing this horrifying scene, including all the members of the Qingshuang Adventure Group and Ye Qingshuang, couldn't help taking a breath at this moment. One drink. With just one shout, 3 warriors with imperial energy in 4 layers were killed in seconds. If they hadn't seen it with their own eyes, it would be hard for them to believe that this was done by a 15 or 16-year-old boy. With a drink of the might, you can kill the warriors of the 4 layers of Yuki in a second. Such strength is too terrifying. Boy, who are you? On the other side, Lu Xiao also recovered from the horror for a while. He didn't expect that this hairy boy, whom he had never put in his eyes, would have such strength. To be able to kill a warrior with the 4th layer of Imperial Qi so easily, this must at least have the strength of the 7th layer of Imperial Qi. I can kill you. Kneel down and apologize. Otherwise, in the next second, you will become a cold corpse. Zhang Chen stared directly at Lu Xiao, a cold flash in his eyes. Boy, I have to admit that I underestimated you. However, you shouldn't think that you can kill a few warriors with the 4 layers of Imperial energy, and you can be arrogant in front of me. Lu Xiao smiled contemptuously. Old Hong, let's do it. Let him understand what despair is. Chapter 65, Yuki-ye, I only killed 2 yesterday. The black-robed old man nodded indifferently, and then slowly walked out of Lu Xiao's side. With every step he took, his aura grew stronger. In just a moment, the powerful aura of Yu Qi Bazhong radiated from the black-robed old man. Boy, you can be a rare martial arts genius if you can cultivate at such a level at such an age. The black-robed old man looked down at Zhang Chen condescendingly. If you are willing to surrender to the Black Tiger Adventure Group, I will call the shots and spare you not to die. It's just a warrior with 8 layers of Yuki, what right do you have to say this in front of me? If you don't want to die, let me go. Zhang Chen glanced at the black-robed old man coldly. Yuki 8-fold warrior, I only killed 2 yesterday. A warrior of Yuki-ye, discover W story S on no/e/lbin.com. Killed 2 in one go. It's just that. This guy is really a warrior of Yuki 8-fold, he can kill if he wants to kill? The kid is arrogant, I want to see, how do you kill me today? The black-robed old man laughed angrily, and instantly raised his whole body's momentum to the extreme, and his soles stomped on the ground. Boom. The hard bluestone floor cracked open instantly. The dense cracks spread around like spider silk. Immediately, the black-robed old man turned into a black light, and disappeared in the same place in a flash. Call out. The next moment, the body of the black-robed old man appeared behind Zhang Chen like a teleport. His dry palm, with a strong black palm strength, patted Zhang Chen on the back. Is this the strength of the Yuki 8-fold warrior, really fast? In this scene, Ye Qingshuang and the others all had their hearts beating wildly, and couldn't help but squeeze a cold sweat for Zhang Chen. Such a speed. Such an attack. Is it really something that people can resist? Hehe, a guy who doesn't have all the fur, dare to be arrogant in front of me. Boy, I hope you will reincarnate in your next life and brighten your eyes. The black-robed old man shot Zhang Chen's back with a palm. He looked at Zhang Chen near Chikai's back, a hideous look flashed across his old face, and his sneer resounded directly in the air. With the strength of his 8th layer of Imperial Qi, he used the shadow step of this profound grade primary body technique. Even some powerhouses of the 9 Imperial Qi will be hit hard by his unexpected attack. How could this kid be able to resist such a blow? The black-robed old man's sharp palms fell on Zhang Chen's back almost in the blink of an eye. However, the expected impact sound did not ring in the ears of the black-robed old man. The moment his black palm power touched Zhang Chen's body, Zhang Chen's figure instantly turned into nothingness. Okay. This turned out to be an after-image. The black-robed old man was shocked. He suddenly turned around, and found Zhang Chen's figure. I don't know when he has appeared behind him. Your speed, how could it be so fast? The black-robed old man suddenly couldn't help but scream out in shock. A warrior with 8 layers of imperial energy, you want to make an axe in front of me, with a basic level of profound knowledge. In that case, I will let you see what real speed is. Zhang Chen sneered disdainfully, and the imposing force of the 9-layer Yuki warrior burst out instantly. His eyes also burst out with a burst of palpitating light. At this moment, Zhang Chen looked down at the world just like that high emperor. After a while, his figure directly turned into a golden light, rising towards the sky. Profound grade intermediate body technique, step on the sky. Chapter 66, if he dares to come, he will kill all at once. A faint voice resounded across the sky. Zhang Chen's figure suddenly fell on the head of the black-robed old man like a meteor, and stepped on the black-robed old man. Take a step forward. This is Zhang Chen's newly comprehended profound grade intermediate body technique. When he was in Kangshan City, Zhang Chen's phantom flow light step had been achieved. Explore new ovals on nfelby.com. On the way from Kangshan City to Thunderstone City, the flowing phantom step has already advanced to become an intermediate step of the mysterious rank. This intermediate level mysterious body technique is not only faster than streaming phantom step in speed, and it's still an offensive Shenfa. This stepping step can almost be used as an intermediate martial art of profound grade. The black-robed old man watched Zhang Chen stepping on top of his head like Mount Tai. His face suddenly changed drastically. He quickly urged his whole body strength, forming a black body shield around his body. Zhang Chen's complexion was indifferent, and with a simple step, he suppressed the black-robed old man with a domineering golden energy. Boom. The terrifying loud noise blasted in the courtyard. The broken bluestone ground sputtered in all directions with a sharp howling sound. In the courtyard, except for Meng Qingxiu, everyone had to prop up the body shield and back again. Lu Xiao, who was closer, had no time to evade, and was hit a few meters away by a flying rock. After a while, the smoke and dust in the courtyard finally dissipated and returned to calm. When everyone looked at the situation in the field, they couldn't help but take a breath, and their hearts were extremely shocked. I saw Zhang Chen standing proudly in the middle of the courtyard. In front of him, a big hole of 3 meters long appeared, and most of the black-robe old man's body was smashed into the ground by Zhang Chen's blow. He widened his eyes, looked at Zhang Chen in horror, opened his mouth, but said nothing at all. In the end, his head tilted and there was no more movement. This moment, all the members of the Qingshuang Adventure Group looked at Zhang Chen with dull eyes, and it was a long time to recover. The Black Tiger Adventure Group dedicated to Hong Lao, but the pinnacle warrior of Yuki 8-fold. Even among all the adventure groups in Thunderstone City, they all have a huge reputation. Such a powerful person with 8 layers of imperial energy was suppressed by Zhang Chen. Powerful. It is too powerful. Seeing Hong Lao, one of the 3 major consecrations of the Black Tiger Adventure Group, was so understated by Zhang Chen, Lu Xiao's face instantly turned pale. Where did he dare to hesitate for a while, and directly rushed out to the outside of the courtyard? Get me back, did I let you go? Zhang Chen's eyes were cold, and a flash appeared beside Lu Xiao. His sharp claws grabbed Lu Xiao's shoulder in an instant, and then pulled hard. Immediately, I saw Lu Xiao's body flew upside down a few meters, and finally fell on the ground to eat shit. What do you want to do? Lu Xiao was frightened in her heart. He stared at Zhang Chen ferociously. I am the young leader of the Black Tiger Adventure Group. If you dare to move me, my father will definitely not let you go. Zhang Chen's eyes were cold, and his figure appeared beside Lu Xiao like a teleport. He peeped his palm, grabbed Lu Xiao's neck with one hand, and lifted Lu Xiao from the ground. At the same time, his cold voice also instantly passed into Lu Xiao's ears. Don't use your father to threaten me. What if he comes? Chapter 67, Let them come back and forth. Lu Xiao's neck was suddenly pinched by Zhang Chen, and her face instantly turned red. Looking at the cold killing intent in Zhang Chen's eyes. Feel the suffocation from the neck. Lu Xiao finally panicked. He couldn't help begging for mercy with a look of horror. I was wrong. I am willing to kneel down and apologize. At this critical moment of life and death, Lu Xiao had to lower her arrogant head. It is never too late for a gentleman to avenge. As long as he returns to the Black Tiger Adventure Group, he will definitely let his father go out and kill this kid and the entire Cyan Frost Adventure Group. Of course, the two peerless beauties, Ya Qingxuan and Meng Qingxiu, must stay for him to play with. I gave you a chance, but you didn't cherish it. I hope you can be a good person in your next life. Zhang Chen looked cold, and the palm that pinched Lu Xiao's neck tightened in vain. Do not. Lu Xiao looked terrified and frantically struggled to escape from Zhang Chen. But before he had time to struggle a few times, Zhang Chen's neck was snapped and snapped. Lu Xiao only felt that his eyes suddenly became pitch black, and the whole person fell unwillingly to the ground. Seeing this scene, almost all the people in the Qingxuang Adventure Group couldn't believe their eyes. The young leader of the dignified Black Tiger Adventure Group, Lu Xiao, who dominated the Thunderstone City, was actually solved like this. This son, thank you for helping me clear the siege of the Qingxuang Adventure team today. Ya Qingxuan finally recovered after a moment of consternation, and couldn't help but said to Zhang Chen gratefully. It's just a small matter. Zhang Chen waved his hand and said with a chuckle, Head yeah, you just need to take us to the Thundercloud Mountains to find the Heavenly Bamboo Shoots Spirit Milk. It turns out that you are here for the Heavenly Bamboo Shoots from that place. Ya Qingxuan glanced at Meng Qingxiu beside her, and couldn't help but feel a little surprised. It's okay to take you to find Tianxin Spirit Milk, but we shouldn't have a chance to leave the city now. The fact that Lu Xiao died here will probably be spread out soon. I'm afraid it won't be long before Lu Xiao's father, Lu Haihu, will bring the Haihu Adventure Group to the door. Ya Qingxuan gave a wry smile. It's okay, when the Black Tiger Adventure Group is resolved, it will not be too late for us to enter the Thundercloud Mountain range. Zhang Chen smiled faintly, and then asked, How strong is this Black Tiger Adventure Group? Very strong, arguably one of the most powerful adventure groups in Thunderstone City. Di's cover-updated novels on NOV/E/Lbin.co. In the Black Tiger Adventure Group, in addition to the leader Lu Haihu, the master of the 9-layer Imperial Qi, there is also an enshrinement of the 9-layer Imperial Qi. In Thunderstone City, there are no more than 3 adventure groups that can compete with the Black Tiger Adventure Group. Ya Qingxuan said solemnly. Are 2 warriors of the 9 layers of Yuki. Don't worry, if they dare to come, I promise to let them come and go. The corner of Zhang Chen's mouth was slightly lifted, and then he took out the formation materials he had snatched from Gong Yuan and began to arrange it in the courtyard. At the same time, the Black Tiger Adventure Group is based. Lu Haihu was meditating in the room, but a sudden knock on the door suddenly woke him up. Lu Haihu opened his eyes sharply, and said sharply, Didn't I have already ordered, don't you bother me if it's okay. Regiment. Head of the group, the big thing is not good, the young group leader has something wrong with him. The panicked voice outside the door caused Lu Haihu's face to change suddenly. He appeared outside the room in a flash, staring straight at the middle-aged man at the door. What happened to Xiao? Chapter 68, The Angry Land Black Tiger. What did you say? As soon as the middle-aged man's voice fell, a shocking killing intent burst out of Lu Haihu's body. His eyes instantly became extremely cold. Who killed Xiao? The one who killed the young leader was from the Qingxuang Adventure Group. The young leader took Hong Zimong to the camp of the Qingxuang Adventure Group today. But it didn't take long for the news that the young leader was killed. The middle-aged man wiped the cold sweat from his forehead and said cautiously, Qingxuang Adventure Group. Lu Haihu was taken aback for a moment. Immediately, he roared in disbelief, Hong Tao, how did he protect my son and not let him roll over for me? The Cyan Frost Adventure Group is just an unfamiliar adventure group. Its leader, Ya Qingxuan, was no more than the strength of Yuki 6th layer. And beside his son, there was an enshrinement from the Black Tiger Adventure Group. The middle-aged man said weakly and weakly, Hong Gongfu, he was also killed by the Qingxuang Adventure Group. Okay. What a Qingxuang Adventure Group. Go ahead and let all members above the Imperial Qi realm gather immediately, and follow me into the Azure Frost Adventure Group. Dare to do something to my son of Lu Haihu, I want the entire Qingxuang Adventure Group to be buried for my son. Lu Haihu was full of murderous aura, his eyes flashed with terrible anger. He is the head of the dignified Black Tiger Adventure Group, and a martial arts expert in Yuki Jishong. In this Thunderstone City, he is almost a unique character. But now his son Lu Xiao was killed right under his nose. Lu Haihu was angry. Over the years, he has not been as angry as he is today. No matter who killed his son, he must make that person pay 10 or even 100 times the price. Lu Haihu quickly summoned the remaining 2 consecrations of the Black Tiger Adventure Group, as well as dozens of warriors in the Imperial Realm, and smashed towards the Qingxuang Adventure Group. 10 minutes later, Lu Haihu took a group of elites from the Black Tiger Adventure Group and appeared outside the resident of the Qingxuang Adventure Group. His eyes shot coldly at the closed door of the Qingxuang Adventure Group, and the thunder-like anger directly exploded in the air. Ya Qingxuang, don't you get out of me and die. This scene immediately attracted the attention of many warriors around. Grass the grass, what's the situation? Lu Haihu personally led people to the gate of the Qingxuang Adventure Group. It is said that the people from the Qingxuang Adventure Group killed Lu Haihu's baby son, Lu Xiao, and it is strange that Lu Haihu didn't go crazy. I'm going, Qingxuang Adventure Group is going crazy, even Lu Haihu's son dare to kill. Hey. Qingxuang Adventure Group, this time I am afraid it will be over. Many warriors around could not help but shook their heads. In this Thunderstone City, how many adventure groups can withstand the anger of the Black Tiger Adventure Group? Ya Qingxuang, do you think you can hide if you can't get out of your turtle? Today, if you don't give me an explanation, I will razor your Qingxuang Adventure Group to the ground. Seeing that there was no movement inside Qingxuang Adventure Group, Lu Haihu's eyes were cold. He squeezed his fist sharply, and a fierce fist blasted towards the gate of the Qingxuang Adventure Group. Boom. Only a loud noise was heard, and the gate of the Qingxuang Adventure Group and the walls on both sides were destroyed by Lu Haihu's punch. Read latest CH at n/v/e/lbi.co/m. With a punch through the door of the Qingxuang Adventure Group, Lu Haihu waved his hand. Get in there and beat the Qingxuang Adventure Group. Chapter 69. You can be solved without hands. Lu Haihu punched the door and commanded dozens of elites from the Black Tiger Adventure Group into the Qingxuang Adventure Group. At this time, Qingxuang finally brought a group of people from the Qingxuang Adventure Group out of it. Head of Lu, I don't know why you led people to break into my Qingxuang Adventure Group like this. Qingxuang asked faintly as Lu Haihu and others rushed in aggressively. Qingxuang, don't pretend to be in front of me. Stop talking nonsense, and immediately hand over the murderer who killed my son. Otherwise, I'll kill all of you from the Qingxuang Adventure team, not the dogs and the dogs. Lu Haihu stared at Qingxuang with a gloomy expression, his tone revealing his murderous intent. You are a Qingxuang Adventure Group that you can bully if you want to. With me here, don't want to move a hair from anyone in the Xianshuang Adventure Group. Seeing Lu Haihu's arrogant appearance, Zhang Chen snorted lightly and walked out directly behind Qingxuang. All west CHPTRs on n.o/vli/n/.cm. Lu Haihu looked at Zhang Chen who was walking up, his eyes condensed in vain. Boy, who are you? Zhang Chen said lightly, I am the person you are looking for. When Lu Haihu heard this, his whole body instantly became murderous. He stared at Zhang Chen sternly, little bastard, you killed my son. That's his own death, who is he willing to win? Zhang Chen curled his lips, his domineering voice resounded in the courtyard instantly. Lu Haihu, I will only say it once. I will cover the Qingxuang Adventure Group from now on. The one with you, immediately disappear from me. Otherwise, I don't mind sending you to the ground to reunite with your son. Zhang Chen's domineering words also made the eyes of many warriors who came to join in the fun outside stared. Hold the grass. This kid. Just kill Lu Haihu's son. Now Lu Haihu brought the people from the Haihu Adventure Group to the door, but he still didn't pay attention to Lu Haihu. Awesome. In this Thunderstone City, this kid is definitely the first one to dare not put Lu Haihu in his eyes. Little miscellaneous, what are you, dare to be presumptuous in front of me? Today I will use the blood of all of you to pay tribute to the spirit of my son in the sky. Lu Haihu stared at Zhang Chen sternly, and the roar that contained monstrous killing intent instantly resounded through the world. Brothers, give it to me, Suito Qingxuang Adventure Group. Zhang Chen's eyes were cold. Lu Haihu, it seems that you really want the Black Tiger Adventure Group to be removed from Thunder Rock City. Only you. Boy, I will give you a chance to do it now. I also want to see, what are your skills to let the Black Tiger Adventure Group be removed from Thunder Rock City? Lu Haihu laughed wildly with disdain. I didn't want to kill people, since you must try to die, then I will fulfill you. Just the trash of you Black Tiger Adventure Group, to solve you, why should I do it? Zhang Chen stared coldly at Zhang Lu Haihu and the others, his hands quickly changed into a weird handprint, and he shot out into the midair of the courtyard. Hard destructive formation, enlighten me. Following Zhang Chen's faint voice, he fell. The countless brilliance around the courtyard soared to the sky, covering dozens of members of the Black Tiger Adventure Group. Formation. Seeing this scene, Lu Haihu's face changed suddenly. He looked at Zhang Chen with horror. Are you a formation mage? Zhang Chen's expression was cold and indifferent. Lu Haihu, taste the taste of my third-grade hard destructive formation. Chapter 70, Terrible Heartbreaking Formation. Destroy the hard formation, the third-rank primary formation. This is a very powerful phantom killing array. Any warrior below the congenital realm, once caught in the formation, will lose their minds, produce inner demons, and go crazy. Therefore, at the moment Zhang Chen started the formation, some of the weaker members of the Black Tiger Adventure Group had an expression of pain on their faces instantly. Ah, you bastard, kill my whole family, I must crush your body. Haha, I am the leader of the Black Tiger Adventure Group. Those who follow me will prosper against me and die. You all die for me. In just a while, the members of these Black Tiger Adventure Groups seemed to go crazy. While they roared, they frantically started to attack their surrounding companions. In an instant, dozens of warriors in the Imperial Air Realm of the Black Tiger Adventure Group instantly became a mess. A burst of noisy metal collisions and screams resounded continuously in midair. It takes less than 5 minutes. In the entire Haihu Adventure Group, except for Lu Haihu and the enshrinement of the 9 Imperial Qi, everyone else can stay awake. Stop it all. This scene immediately made Lu Haihu's eyes split, and he couldn't help but yell at this group of men. However, these members of the Black Tiger Adventure Group have already lost their minds under the influence of the Heart Destruction Array, so how can they listen to Lu Haihu's words? New STRIs at n/vel/b/i/n.co. There were even 2 middle-aged men who were crazy. They were listening to Lu Haihu's anger, and they directly rushed at Lu Haihu with ugly faces. Watching Zhang Chen's move, he directly caused a group of Black Tiger Adventure Group to kill each other. Many warriors onlookers couldn't help but took a breath. Their gazes towards Zhang Chen couldn't help showing expressions of horror. Hold the grass. I didn't expect this kid to be a third-tier array mage. This is too powerful. Lu Haihu, an idiot, actually went to death to offend a formation mage. The Black Tiger Adventure Group is completely planted this time. Haha, really retribution. I see how their Black Tiger Adventure Group will be arrogant in Thunder Rock City in the future. Looking at the miserable appearance of the group of Black Tiger Adventure Group members in the field, many warriors who have been bullied by the Black Tiger Adventure Group all showed a look of misfortune. Behind Zhang Chen, Qingxuang and other members of the Qingxuang Adventure Group were also stunned by the scene. This boy is powerful. Kill the warriors of Yuki Eightfold with one move. This young man's attainments in formation is even more appalling. One formation easily slaughtered the Black Tiger Adventure Group. At this moment, they could hardly describe Zhang Chen's power in words. Ah. Zhang Chen, you kill my son and ruin my Black Tiger Adventure Group. I will kill you. Over time. Even Lu Haihu, whose strength is at the 9th level of Yuqi, has gradually lost his mind under the influence of the Heart Destruction formation. I saw him growl with a stern face, as if a tiger entered a flock, beheading all the members of the surrounding Black Tiger Adventure Group. Only a moment. The dozens of masters of the Imperial Chi realm in the Black Tiger Adventure group, except for Li Haihu and the Ninefold Imperial Chi, all died. After getting rid of the other people, Li Haihu directly confronted the enshrinement of Yuki Juzhong madly. After the two blasted hundreds of moves, they eventually lost both sides and died of exhaustion.